Yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this. It honestly could have led the show. This is how much that he meant to me in this business. Chuck Simon, he retired from training in 2019. He passed away on Sunday at Saratoga after a bout with cancer. He was 57 years old. He had gotten sick recently, and I think it was like a couple months ago. And it was devastating news at the time that he had gotten sick, and it's obviously even more devastating now that he's passed away. Go on racing Twitter. Normally, I don't suggest anybody goes on racing Twitter, but go on racing Twitter and search Chuck's name, because you'll see the impact that he had in this business, the people that he touched along the way. He was one of the sharpest critics in this business. His podcast with our friend Barry Spears, Going in Circles, was an excellent, incisive podcast. And usually we don't give shout outs to other podcasts, but they were the exception there. They really did a great job. And Chuck had a passion for the game, but he also was no nonsense. And he was an inspiration to me in that way. He proved to me that you could have a platform and not button up and not sugarcoat things, and you could still be successful and still have an audience in this business. But beyond that, I mean, Chuck worked for Alan Jerkins. I mean, he gave Cherie DeVoe her first job. He worked for Nick Zito, for Wayne Lucas. Like, he was steeped in this business, and he's a smart guy. He could have left and done all sorts of different things along the way. He had a passion for sports and politics, but he stuck with racing because that's how much he cared about the game. And just on a personal level, you know, when I was first handicapping the horses, I looked in the racing forum, and all of the trainers and the jockeys and everything, those were just names to me. Those were people I saw on TV, saw in the closed circuit at OTB. They didn't mean anything to me. And from a personal level, Chuck Simon was the first guy that I saw in the program that I knew face to face and could put a face to that name. And it was because he took the time to talk to me and to mentor me and to school me in this game. And I still remember the long conversations we would have, me, him, Steve Bick, up at Saratoga by the Carolina barbecue stand. And he was funny, and he was warm, and he, like I said, had such a passion for the game that rubbed off on everybody else that he met. And he's gone obviously way too soon, but I'm just so glad I knew him. And I honestly don't think, I know that I would not be in this position right now in this business if it were not for Chuck. I'm sure plenty of other people in this industry feel the same way. I'll miss you, man. Like, I miss you making me laugh. I even miss our political arguments that we had, because we would go back and forth, but we knew that it was grounded in a love and a respect for each other's intelligence and each other's integrity. And it's a shame. And I'm really sorry to Chuck and his family and all of his friends, because we all truly loved him. And like I said, go check out the outpouring of support that, you know, that his passing has brought forth, because he was one of a kind in this business. We're going to miss him a ton. And he was racing. He was a race tracker through and through. And we love you, buddy. We'll miss you.